Hello, and welcome. This is Turned On, U of M's foremost authority on all things sexy, dirty, and in between. I'm your host, Sean.
And I'm your other host, Josh. Now, on a far more serious note, a girl was sexually assaulted near the entrance of Nichols Arboretum at 8 o'clock p.m. on a Friday night. Apparently, she was running down a path in the Arb when a man grabbed her by the arm, punched her in the face, and then sexually assaulted her before the victim was able to break free and run away. Now, the attacker was described as being a white male, 5'7" or taller, of average build, brown hair, wearing a black sweatshirt. Permission to go off?
Granted.
All right. Here we go. I have a couple things to get off my chest. First, I don't know what the hell is going on, but we need to cool it with clowns. The past week or so has seen this clown craze explode. There have been sightings all over the country this week, including college campuses. Now, I want to call attention to how another Big Ten school and how they handled this circus. Penn State saw a clown, and instead of ignoring it or waiting for it to pass, they reacted. Penn State had over 6,000 students in the streets trying to hunt this guy down and stop him from continuing to produce this fear. Now, that's awesome, right? Now, among all the clown weirdness, midterms, and Donald Trump saying that he grabs women by the you might have missed what happened on campus this Friday. No, it wasn't a clown, but it's certainly more concerning. And like you, I was watching 50 Shades of Grey by myself, eating quesadillas, and generally enjoying life when I got an email from the university. And it's not like these are uncommon. I've signed up for so many clubs and things like that my email is more of a graveyard of hopes and dreams than it is an actual messenger. And this particular announcement came from the Department of Safety and Security. This is pretty normal, again. Now, I guess when a man loves a woman very, very much and wants to show her how much he does, the man can, grab her arm, punch her in the face, and sexually assault her while she's running. And this is most definitely sexual assault. In no uncertain terms is this anything else, with nobody at direct fault except for the rapist himself. And if you're some special breed of you might ask, Josh, why was she running outdoors at 8 p.m.? That's pretty late. If she was being smart, she wouldn't have gone out alone that night, that late in the day. Now, of course, this is a revelation. I forgot that sexual assault can't happen between the hours of 8 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. I forgot. That's just not a thing. Once happy hour ends, women head back into their dungeons to avoid those crafty rapists who are just taking advantage of an opportunity. No, she's not at fault at all, and I need to dismiss this notion before it even comes up. Sexual assault is obviously horrible. Being afraid to walk home because there's a rapist on the loose is alarming, and it's gut-wrenching. And I realized this week, as a man, among all this clown stuff, I was more worried about being attacked by a guy in a clown mask than I was about being raped. That's up. I cannot honestly say that I feel the same concern for my safety and my well-being walking home every night that the women of this campus do. And I know that. And I'm sorry. And I'm not going to speak about this like I would. What I can do, however, is take responsibility. I am a man. I am on this campus. I am a student, just like you, just like the guy who decided, hey, it'd be a really good idea. Let's go and f*** up this girl's weekend life. We're doing all of that. And we're stuck in this cycle of reading and hearing about things like this, bad things happening on campus, whether it's an armed robbery, but more particularly in sexual assault. And we read it and we say, that's bad. We get concerned for a little while, and then we get back on to daily life. Is this, if this is normal, this is sort of the thing that just doesn't really apply to you or me. It's kind of like living in Derry, Maine. That's where Pennywise, the clown from It, he just kind of roams around and he kills kids, turns into spiders, and, kids kill themselves or they get killed by this clown. And, it's like living there and seeing that a sadistic clown thing is killing people, and you're not afraid because that sort of thing just doesn't happen to us. And that's not okay. And speaking of clowns and sexual assault, back to Penn State. Thousands of students poured into the streets in the early hours of the morning over a hypothetical clown that, they'd just seen a picture on Twitter or Facebook, and it ended up not existing or harming anyone. But we don't bother doing anything about the real monsters that walk the streets every day. They're in your classes. They're, might live next door. They might be your neighbor. They might even be your friend, and you might just not know. But we don't take this kind of concern with it. So be vigilant. If you see something, say something, because sometimes the worst kind of monsters are the ones that we're the most familiar with. Now I'm Josh Link, and this has been Sex in the News.
Well said. If you have any info about the attack or think you might be able to identify the suspect, please call the University of Michigan DPS. Their number is 734-763-1131. Stay safe, everyone.